voy a empezar la misión de Nilou, ¿vale?
Vale.
What should I do now? If only Sino was still around.
Excuse us. Has something happened?
Oh, I appreciate the concern, but who are you? Ah, friends of Sino! Well, I suppose it's not a secret or anything. Since you two are interested, I'll just lay it out for you. My name is Nabil. I'm a matra in the academia. A case involving the smuggling of canned knowledge has come to our attention recently, but unfortunately, we don't have the people to handle it at the moment.
Huh? You mean the academia is short on matra right now?
Well, not exactly. I suppose the main problem is that the case suddenly came up after General Mahamatra Sino left to go somewhere. It would be a real headache for us to tackle the case ourselves. Given the large scope of the issue, we talked things over internally and decided that we should find further assistance from outside the Matra. If you two have some time, would you lend us your strength?
Alright, since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Yes, large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. We suspect there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences, and unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. According to our current leads, it's highly likely that there are dealers selling canned knowledge outside the city, even as we speak. If you two could, please help us investigate the area.
You can count on us! Let's go!
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Eh, Mira al Disney lo que, para lo que me queda, ¿sabes?
Nilou! It's nice to see you again!
Oh, hey there, Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time. It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind. Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review. But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures! Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. No way! Treat others how you want to be treated, right? Paimon already has a great gift in mind. But maybe you could lend Paimon some more of first?
It's fine. No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
anything up?
Yeah, but for now, it's more important for her to rest and recover. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there wouldn't listen to a single word I said. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater.
It's all thanks to you and Nilou that we managed to save Dunyarzad.
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when Paimon talked about us in the same breath. Compared to you, I really didn't do much at all. Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler?
Alright, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff!
Whoa! Did you buy all of this, Nilou?
Just one box. The rest were given to me. I really don't know how it came to this much.
That's way too many freebies! Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much!
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. This seems to happen every time. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time.
So this isn't even all of it?
Are you sure?
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for him, right, Traveler?
I'm so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our celebration, but now you're helping me instead. Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things, so we can get back to the theater.
mis faccio dire le compras.
¿El qué?
La legendaria de Nilou. Ir de compras.
Qué guay.
Oh, well if it isn't Nilou.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2
A ver, no le
more
busques
portions.
lógica, ¿no?
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, his super reliable guide and helper.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
Don't underestimate Nilou. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his. Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod. Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
Oh,
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't
true.
confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory. Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Nilou, good timing. I have the textiles you... If you took any longer, the Sumpter beasts might...
You and your jokes.
Jude said that some Sumpter beast ate his...
Oh, yeah, really sorry.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumpter Beast's mouth is like playing a game.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, Sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a Sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True, it does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge
Este
lecture
pelo.
the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the Sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. Our Nilou here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilou, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean
Madre
that I'm
mía.
just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
There's still one more store. Are you...
About time, Nilou. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow.
Si quería mantenerme despierto, que creo que he hecho una mala elección eligiendo esto.
Ya, es que es...
Farhad
Ah,
did
ya.
most of the work. What a
La misión
surprise,
donde
huh?
te ponen
He
una cosita en la
actually
cabeza.
knows a lot.
Ah, que tú ya has hecho la legendaria de Nilou.
Ah, no, pero decían que había una misión donde te ponían una cosita en la cabeza. ¿Será esa?
La de los Serenara ya la hicimos.
Side hobby. I
Seguro.
worked
Ah, pues no
really
sé.
hard on
¿Te
that.
acuerdas que me lo puse? Y dijiste, ay, a ver si, a ver si te lo dan.
Ah, sí, es verdad.
Vaya memoria. Vaya Dory.
También te digo, yo mucho. También te digo, un poco hortera.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let it slide.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now!
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilou saw right through you.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular. Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't
Un segundo. Bueno, están llamando. Voy a hacer la cena, ¿vale? Porque como está llamando ya... Vale.
Paimon can't fly anymore.
Sí.
Are you okay,
Vale.
Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say...
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us. Or else that would have taken way longer. Of course! Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater. Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests, so please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Let's take a break and immerse ourselves in this warmth.
Hey there. I saw you two helping Nilou move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
You got it!
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you. They always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event. Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of them. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilou and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
Hey there!
Ah, a newcomer. Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about judging a book by its cover!
You, on the other hand, you're a special one. How would you describe the concept of art? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer. So that's what you think, hmm? Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional. Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilou, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art? I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration. I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art is already all around us.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please. Ah, I see. Sorry for my overreaction. I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that we use in a show. Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball! Is prop making something to be that jumpy about? Oh well, it's none of our business. Look! Nilou's back! Let's meet up with her! The event's probably about to start!
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand!
Thank you.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love you.
I'm still not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Huh. Alright. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Wait! I've already said that I'm not.
Take it easy and relax. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery...
Using it as a gift, though?
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually... Yeah, it feels like she's... But it looks...
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous. You've worked on it for so long, so...
You've got this!
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia.
What a condescending guy!
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and as its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days. After which, you will report...
Why? Why for...
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been...
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked. And now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days.
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in...
Demolition? Why do they want to...
The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, well, this isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performance, but our audience isn't the Academia. It's the... If our shows are too difficult to understand, changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would... Yeah, the theater is...
The way they're doing things is...
But I also don't know how we can stop...
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an...
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What's academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down, you've always been awful. But even I never thought...
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. Wrap everything up and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
There's no need to apologize, Nilou. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The Academia has already given you many warnings?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She really talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the academia, right? Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. That's true.
I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. What to do, what to do.
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your show somewhere else? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out. That also doesn't sound like it'll work.
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
Oh, if we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold...
I see. It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a researcher? Huh? No. I'm the literal... I can't debate!
Nilou, you are only so stressed out...
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing...
Thanks, you two. Alright. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very...
That's our Nilou!
Okay. Let's head back and tell...
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try, I won't stop you.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive. Things might turn out differently from what you...
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to... I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my help, anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the Academia that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less...
Not to rain on your parade. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilou's feelings. When all's said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inaya!
Sorry, I've ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome.
Yeah, it's way too early to give up!
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the Academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. but I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just, and it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have. After all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, but since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father, but what about the—
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilou! Beat the bad guy! Justice, make him eat dirt!
You two. We aren't getting into a fight, but thank you for your encouraging words.
Well said back there, Nilou.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much.
No one is allowed—
Watch out, Mr. Bag.
Anyway, we better Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be—
It won't be difficult to explain our position. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater, if I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, in summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence. As long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this. While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare once you're done chatting, do me a favor and...
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. Nilou, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all that we can, and leave the rest to fate.
Her?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer.
Life game. Inaya was right. It wasn't out of after all. I'd be a terrible— She knows better.
When the day comes, I'll get— If anything goes wrong, I can't—
If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
This just came up.
Beats me.
This just came—
Beats me. Everyone.
I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing, and nope, I can't do things like that anymore. But those were some of the best times.
Sorry. If the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you, Soren, and—
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if the building gets demolished, its people will have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can—
But will you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Ah, so that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene is also he was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have—
Are you trying to make us feel—
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater, the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise, for Serene and Abi. Similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might just good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all depends on how we choose to see things.
You have a point.
Nilou, I know how important Zubair Theater is to you. But you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste everyone's words of encouragement. I feel a lot better.
Good. My children and
Paimon doesn't really want to talk.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward a suggestion.
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now seems like an appropriate time. What do you think is the meaning of art?
Oh, this again.
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it. But all I know is, does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou, this could...
No. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours. And it is close to my own. The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is something that the academia can never understand. I once pursued the mastery of art, much like however, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I found that I could comprehend even the most I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater, and
It was that life-changing?
everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage, in all honesty, from a purely critical point of view.
Hey, don't say something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even me. I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research, and art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or if art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way... Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next, but Nilou, you already stand upon the finest stage there is. You cannot give it up.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eye.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
Once you get to know him, you'll
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Mine too! So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
Exactly. They want to look down on us? Ha! We'll look down on them first.
Don't worry, everyone here has your back. The Academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Sounds good! Inaya should also be back soon.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Abi? Have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Oh no. Traveler, Paimon, I think what if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened. She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So she's felt like that this...
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home. She doesn't think that we can win the debate. and she doesn't want to implicate us. So she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
And then she just quietly left afterward.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you don't try? Anyway, first things first. We have to get her.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
I think I might know. Let's start by looking outside. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again.
Then let's go take a look.
Yes, let's hurry. There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first. Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
¿Qué tal veis en Nilou?
Stay back!
It's Inaya!
Yo la primera vez que la estoy moviendo.
Hombre, a ver, la primera vez, sin contar la prueba.
Pues bien.
Positions.
Thank you. There weren't so many big animals in this area before. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you.
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at...
No. I just thought it would take... Everything happened because of me. If...
Yeah! Everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be...
It's all right if it's me. As long as it... You guys are the kindest people I've ever met. You should...
Listen to me, Inaya. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilou, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me, you can't win a debate against the academia. Especially, my father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher, and I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could, but he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just... I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, why? Yeah, like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality. For one exam, I earned the third. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off. I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school to make her remember. I thought, even this daughter...
I see. When we were embroidering your gift before...
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. I was tired of him yelling at me every day. All I wanted was to see him smile at, but... He was more angry than ever before once I'd given him my embroidery. You think you should be proud of third place? Reflect on why you weren't first. I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing, They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and slammed the door behind. I've completely given up. We're destined to never.
How horrible.
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes. As if the world revolves around what we cherish. Our little place in this world.
It sounds like your past has had a huge...
I understand now, Inaya. But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise. Maybe it'll help. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything...
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer...
The most important thing about an experience.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. Everyone is free to... No. There should be... No. Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life. But she told us that she's very... Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She told me that the most important thing about an experience...
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home. But after you ran away, you ended up at the theater and became... Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone. And also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've
Qué
worked
puta
so
mierda
hard
de
to
misión.
find.
La vida de esta tía, ¿sabes? Es...
The past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family conflicts behind. But you're right. All I'm doing now is...
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You have a new future waiting for you. Don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard to find.
That's right. If we put our heads together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right. I'm not trying to meet his expectations. I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the... I know him very well. Even if he looks down on us.
All right?
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. The only thing left... I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
You were great, Nilou! Your words talk like that during the debate, and...
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave. Even if I won't feel... Huh? What's left?
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. How can I...
The most important thing about an experience.
Art must first be appreciated by...
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously...
¿En serio eso? ¡Qué pereza!
Inaya really wants to win.
The most important thing about an experience is...
Not quite right. Not quite right. Not quite right. Mr. Zubair has been not quite right. Not quite right. Ah! When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
¿Sabes cómo estoy?
A bond?
¿Eh?
Estoy así tirada en la silla, mirando el techo así, en plan...
Inspiration for Mr. Kasani. It also gives you
Vamos, que te vas a quedar dormido en nada, ¿no?
Sí, cuando termine, cierro.
the story won't end here.
Pongo la cama y me tumbo así en plan, ¡paf!
Warm, welcoming community.
Nada más que me violan y no me despierto.
Eso te iba a decir.
From the delivery of performances,
Bueno, no pasa nada, tengo llave de tu casa.
Va así.
theaters continue to exist.
Yeah, that
Voy
Pero
por
a ver
la
si lo saqué.
definitely felt that warmth
Que
from
me
the
da
decorations for the event.
mi
But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate.
Ya.
Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defense.
I feel like that's another
Ojalá
problem.
Paimon muera pronto.
Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved.
Madre
Let's share
mía.
what we...
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take. Why are you all smiling so much?
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. We have to win. No.
Scenery is one.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time. We did a lot of preparations with Nilou. Hopefully they were helpful.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will you may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be a Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and we have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a...
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting... Can Nilou stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilou. First, he said that we were shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to...
The most important thing...
Art must first be a...
Mr. Zubair has been Everyone is free to... Hinaya, real... The theater care... Don't think... In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Academia's Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the... Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightened... Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction, guidance, and in this stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus, nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process. And
He changed the topic without batting an eye. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is... No. someone at our theater has tried that. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating if a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feel. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't? That would only be forcing people to watch something they.
You can only reach that conclusion.
In that case, before passing judgment,
You tell them, Nilou. Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise great—
Keep it up, Nilou! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the— This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless,
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by—
He started talking about procedural stuff. I need to rethink Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to— Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah, that's right!
there are different ways to apply the rule. So long as this matter is discussed within the academia, this course of action—
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the academia. In other words, premature—
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently—
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilou's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay—
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the act. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sume—
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's—
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over— Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building, and without its performances, the theater has—
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilou!
Right. I need to keep calm just a little more. Zubair Theater— Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than— Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore. But she has found a stable career and a new— Her son, Soren, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on. And they always tell us lots of entertainment. Even Inaya wants to stay with us. And she's starting to look forward to a new— Zubair Theater exists for them.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon— Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees' work relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating when scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems. We freely share our knowledge and resources with one another. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that—
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two, for the continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilou spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition. Whereas the situation that Sharif described, the academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency.
Oh no, what should we do? Things are going in the A setup? So Nilou's got—
Good. He said what he said. The next argument— But is this really the best thing? She already agreed to this. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved, then, if someone has failed to live up to his
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home.
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, by your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with...
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the... But before that, Father, I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home.
Aburrida, ¿no?
But whether there was any point. I kept trying to earn your approval.
Yeah.
But I only disappointed you
Que te está quedando
over and
dormido, ¿no?
over. The truth is, that is to say, I was exerting pressure on you. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing? I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new... But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and...
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are!
Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake, all those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be...
Such pure... It is surprisingly a relief.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilou, you're amazing!
I relaxed for a moment and... It looks like he still has a place for her in...
Terrific work, Nilou and Inaya. They
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound...
This really took a lot out of me, though.
Both Miss Nilou and Miss Inaya were so cool!
Should we throw a second round of celebration?
Oh, it's you. Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time. Yes, and it's all thanks to you. I see. Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had met. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I thought to myself, the gods must have... But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, yeah. She said, dance is an art, born from... It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance, well, she wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted? Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes. I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. And later on, I began to dance here in her before she retired. She told me, for as long as you live. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to, even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of. Although I do, yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fight before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he probably has a lot of things he wants to say. But yeah. But I still hope you and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attend. Who knows? Next time?
Are you still worried about Inaya? What?
Vine a estudiar. Es un calvario.
Estás deseando que termine.
Sí.
Se te están cerrando hasta los ojitos, ¿a que sí?
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest. Hello? She'll be dancing for us from now on. So.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! When you stop and think about it, happy endings like Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination? Huh? What do you mean by that? You do have a point there. The whole demolition thing was going overboard. But he really could have banned Nilou and the others from dancing. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning. Oh well. It's not like we can understand how people like him think. Huh? Wait. Look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh. I don't have much to do today, so I just came to look around this.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her. Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost cert. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. Never mind.
You're already here.
No, that is not necessary. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again? But...
Huh?
You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it.
Huh?
You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
heart to heart. Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Yeah. She probably would have snuck away as well if...
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation... All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will... All I wish for them is to be able to one day Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping. So, we made you a little something. Hope you...
Isn't this... Whoa! This is amazing!
We've also... Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design. Miss Rekar and Miss Nadia made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we...
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so... Come on, take it. This is the story of you...
¡Aleluya! ¡Oh! ¡Sí! Misión completada.
¿Seguro?
This scenery is
Vamos.
surely enough
Sí.
to become a
Oh,
Es que ya te, ¿sabes? Es que te estoy viendo ahí echado, ¿sabes? En la silla, ahí repantingado, que básicamente te pueden levantar la pierna y te pueden follar y tú no haces nada.
gilipollas.
¿Qué?
En fin, buah. Pues me voy a mimir.
Vale.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating. 15, 16. That's a nice haul.
wherever in